Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And today we've got Grillo Parlante. He is back. He's anonymous. He's anonymous. They do not know that the cricket is here, the hipster cricket. He calls this his Chinese hipster light tank that he is conspiring to make me feature more Chinese light tanks. I like to feature them because they're actually good. I like them quite a bit. They're more combat oriented than they are pure scouting. Got a nice alpha on them. We'll talk a little bit about that and what it does for you later when we see an angel get its wings. But he comes up here on whatever this is called, cliff, and comes to kind of a standard spot for light tanks and mediums that are fast to get some cheeky early shots. So he puts 275 for his first damage. Like I said, these are more combat oriented tanks. You really want to get the gun working on these. 250 alpha is as good as most tier 8 mediums. Better than some, I think. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's, 10 better than some of the 240 alpha. And like I said, it's the WZ-132. Has a little bit of armor. You can see that he already got one bounce. It's that Russian design with the highly angled armor and decent turret. Not super strong, but for a scout, quite good. Quite good. And he's going to come to the middle and start locking this down. He's going to grind one out, fellas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people and others, dogs and cats, penguins and polar bears. I don't know why I said penguins. They don't even live in the same place, all right? They don't. They're not. Polar bears don't eat penguins, as far as I know. I suppose they would if they got a hold of one. Maybe they do. I'll have to look into that. Are there any penguins at all that polar bears eat? This is your homework. We have a little lull in the battle. He grinds one out, folks. We're 2 to 3. 2 to 3. This map, and he does mention this, and I happen to agree with him, it is difficult to do really well with the scout on this map. You have to be patient. You have to do something like what he's doing here. He's getting himself a little free spotting damage. He's only got 188 at the moment, but there you go. He just added 545 because I believe the Scorpion put the thump on somebody. Do not poke out of those bushes in the middle at this point of the game if someone is spotting you. I'm just going to throw that out. I'm just going to chuck that out for you. There we go. Maybe a shot. No, 5-1's got good turret. Says he thinks he maybe played it perfectly. We'll talk about a couple things I thought he might have been able to do as we go. But overall, keeping himself alive, keeping his hit points, keeping his votes, moving around the map, and going where he's needed was pretty nice. Now the FL10 gets up to the top. The hill on this map is hard to use. You need some pretty good gun depression. And even with gun depression, because of the artillery, there's 2 on each side. Again, it's difficult. There is some cover up there, but you got to kind of hang over the edge and expose yourself to shots. People from below can hit you, so it's not the end-all be-all. But it can be a strong position, and it can cause the enemy problems. The Pershing pushes in, and it was interesting to me that you didn't run in there and maybe get another shot. But there is an S1 unaccounted for, and it looks like potentially a charioteer. So we don't know where they are. Some free little pokes, some blind shots into the bushes right there. Not a bad idea. He's looking for the impact behind it. If you can see the impact in the wall, then clearly it didn't hit a tank. I suppose it could have ricocheted, but if it's right where you aimed and you hit something like the ground, then you did not hit an enemy tank. So that's how you know. So that's kind of a spotting mechanism to some extent. It's a damage mechanism if you can pen and get the damage. And it's a spotting mechanism if you hit something, you go, somebody's in that bush. Somebody is in the bush. We're going to go ahead and climb up the hill. It is 6-6, and it's just the grind, right? So he did everything he could do. Now, one thing I would depart with you maybe slightly on this, Grillo, is I might have gone around to the east side and helped my guys take these guys on from below, so to speak, a while back. But let's see how he handles it, because he waits a while, and he knows he has the hill, and he comes up here and causes all kinds of mayhem. Now, he's going to third person this. Auto aim works out. There you go. I might have aimed in just to make sure I could go after a weak spot. Didn't matter. RNG says, you know what, I'm just going to hit the weak spot for you. Screw it. And he was showing the side of his tank. The same thing here. I think I would have aimed in, but it doesn't seem to matter. Poor IS-6 is not long for the game. Hits him and then backs out. The other thing about this is I can tell better when I'm zoomed in. We'll go ahead and do this. Why don't you come up? I can always tell better when I'm zoomed in if he's doing, if he's doing that. He's aiming at me, right? Look at those 2 shots right in the side of the poor guy. He's like, oh, don't hurt me. Hammer, don't hurt me. And down he goes. So Grillo, the rabid cricket, has taken down an IS-6, and we have 2 kills, 1,509 damage, 874 assist, and we are not done. Not by any stretch of the imagination are we done, because we are on our way to an ace tanker. But we're going to see first this guy. I really liked that move. That was fantastic. I would have been sorely tempted to take a shot or stop, but Grillo says, whatever, man. This is my United States of America. There we go. Whatever, man. And then he just spins down there and does a little power slide, sling-a-ding-a, and comes right back around. And the Progetto is still alive. Progetto is going to be a thorn in his side. We'll deal with him later, but he's got him lit. Unfortunately, one of his artillery died, and that happened pretty early. Somebody YOLO'd in there and got him lit. Now the Progetto retakes the hill, and I thought maybe you gave up the hill a little fast. That guy shows up. We take a shot. Waiting for the reload, nicely done. Switches to the back. Instead of going through the column, hits the guy in the back, and down goes the scout. That is a good kill. Later in the game, because of the mobility and the vision, scouts are much more dangerous about this part of the game and grow even more so as the game goes on. Bat Chat, 12T's getting crushed by the Progetto. Artillery goes in there. And yeah, you're probably right. There's really no need to go up. The thing is, a good portion of their tanks are stacked up down here, and you might get seen headed up the hill. There is an artillery to work around. So now Grillo's moved back to the middle. His remaining players are not exactly, how do we say this? Do we be nice? They're not exactly in great positions to help. Finds the charioteer. The super Pershing has moved in. Charioteer's right here. We work in to try to take a shot. And this is an interesting sequence. So I would have shot earlier than this, but watch what Grillo does. He's going to aim for that back track, and I agree with that. It's going to track him. And then instead of waiting for a shot, he just moves. And I don't know if he had like magic sixth sense, or maybe you were still thinking he already was there, but they're already dead. Or you were thinking about the Progetto and the 54 Mod 1 jumping on you. I thought maybe you should have stood in for one more shot, but we're going to bail, and watch what this does for him. Charioteer is doing his thing, and he goes, oh, look at that. The Progetto is there, and he misses twice. So there was some kind of strange supernatural sixth sense that Grillo just used there. And it may have just been the fact that he knew that Progetto and 54 Mod 1 were nearby, and as soon as he got spotted, they might collapse on him. I would have taken that shot. Yeah, I think missed out. Or did you? You did. You just missed. All right. You did take the shot. And we eat one, unfortunately, so little RNG action hurts us, and the Progetto hairs off. But the good news is that the Charioteer died. Very good. And somehow the Super Pershing is alive, hiding up on that edge there. The Scorpion is still camping. The WZ has moved to the corner. And Grillo is going to change the fight again and head back up the hill. This is fantastic, guys. You need to watch this. You need to think about it. Because you can see the gears are turning in Mr. Parlente's brain as he looks around and looking for shots. So then we get the 54 Mod 1 spotted, spins around. Where is he? Oh, he's back here. I do that all the time. You look at the mini-map like, which direction is that actually? So we're going to come up over here. And again, I thought you waited. I would have probably taken that shot. And now we're trying to aim. He's stunned. Watch what happens here because he's stunned. Grillo's going to shoot. He bounces and he backs out. But you know why he didn't get spotted? First of all, there was nobody closer, obviously. Second of all, the dude is stunned. So his view range is screwed. Something to think about. Something to think about. So he's going to move back in here about reload time. Nothing lost, and we just plink, down he goes, and that is a great kill. Getting rid of the Mod 1, very dangerous, especially if he's face up to you. Now we have an S1 and a wheeled tank and an autoloader. This is a tough row to hoe, but we've got some friends. We've got a Scorp, we got a WZ, we got a Super. The Super's kind of keeping them busy. And the WZ starts moving forward. The Lynx is raging around. The S1 was last seen in this sniper position, and it looks like Grillo wants to do the old search by fire trick here. So we go, no, that's not him, that's not him. That tree is down. That means people try to hide up higher in the tree, and he's not there. So downed trees can give you some SN where people might potentially be. TDs will tend to build nests like that in those obvious spots. And then, holy cow, there's the 6x6. So he's making a runner. We're going to take a shot here. Not nearly enough lead fire. Holy cow, about double that, man. I'm telling you. That dude is moving. That lead fire needed is about right there, more than likely. So we're going to learn that lesson. Ooh, look how far behind it was. And the 6x6 goes through, and Grillo says, I would really like to get rid of this 6x6. He has 225 hit points or so. The Progetto 46 goes and kills the Artie. Actually, the Artie killed himself. I'm not sure what happened right there, to be honest. Did he shoot a building? Did he shoot into the wall? I don't know. I don't know. Jeez. What is in the mind of Artie? I don't know. He just quit or made an accident. Oops, a boo-boo or something. All right, I talked about Alpha, 250 Alpha. How many hit points did the Lynx have? About 225. Let's find out. Because he's going to come raging in here, baby. He's going after the 6x6. Would be a good kill to get rid of this guy. Oh, there he is. 225, like I said. Imagine you're running a Senlac. A Bulldog, not the GF version. The GF version would be in much the same position with 240 Alpha to go, you know what, I can probably one-shot. But some of the smaller pew-pew tier 8 lights are going to have a little bit of trouble, and it's going to take 2 hits. And getting 2 hits in a row on a wheel tank is not that easy. Cue the music, folks. Next angel ready. Oh. So satisfying. Down goes the 6x6. Not as good as killing an FL10, but we'll take it, folks. We'll take it. The 6x6 is dead, and now it's a 2v2. The Super Pershing has died. He has died. The WZ, I don't know why, decided to drive right up to where the Super was and get trapped in the same spot. Can you explain this, my friends? Because I cannot. I don't know. I don't know why he swallowed the fly. I guess he will die in that corner, and he will. Now he's folks, it's an S1 Sturb. It is the all-seeing eye from that spot. You can't get on the cap. Oman 57, my friend, my brother, fellow gamer, fellow Watt enthusiast. Look at the circles. It's not going to work. To include the fact that there's a autoloader running around somewhere. So here we go. Grillo, big finish, 2,215 damage, 2,691 assist. And, oh, I got to show you what he sees. Okay, there we go. He found him. Fantastic. Now watch this. And watch how fast this Sturv fixes. Somebody's got themselves a good crew and maybe 2 kits. Watch this. All right, he sees him. Sturv wants to get rid of the 120, so he hits him very nice. And he fixes it. He takes a shot at the S1, or the WZ kills him. Oh, he hits him. Okay, he's tracked again. He moves a little bit, and he fixes it. Oh, not. Oh, geez, not quite. All right, Grillo, I'm going to tell you what, man. I think I would have moved a little bit further during the reload just because of how fast he was fixing it. But it's a small quibble, and we're going to make it happen, and he hits him. Very nice. And is he going to fix it? He does. Oh, geez, look. Ooh. I don't know, folks. Was it 2 kits? Was it 2 kits and a fast crew? Was it just a kit and then a really fast crew? Wow, was that fast? Maybe toolkit was involved. Maybe a directive. I don't know. That was fast. That was fast. This does have a relatively long reload for a light tank. It's in the 5 or 6 second regime, I think. So that was a duel between repairing and shooting, wasn't it? Man, and it was close. Now, he needed 2 hits to kill Grillo, probably 2 good hits. So he was in good shape, even if the guy got squared on. Unfortunately, the front armor, obviously, profile is way better. Not great on the S1, but better. But he won. Holy cow. 6 kills, baby. Top gun for Grillo in the WZ-132 Tier 8 Chinese light tank. I told you he was going to grind one out, right? Isn't he just grinding this one? It is just carry time with the Chinese scout, and it's not like the 10,000 damage carry, but you know what? Let's not diminish it. 3,215 damage, 2,691 assist for a total of 10 billion combined. No, it's 5,800 or so with some change, right? 5,800 with some change on top, little cherries on top, maybe 5,900 if you want to be honest, with a little change on top. And now Grillo is looking for the Progetto, whose hit points I don't know. And this is something I thought about. I don't know what mods people are using, because sometimes they'll have the hit point mod. I don't run them, so they may know this information. I don't know what the Progetto was on. Last we saw him, it was about 600 hit points. He did take on the Artie, so it's kind of curious what he might be on. But this is fantastic, because if you're going to have a game like this, then it needs to end like this. Right here, as he comes up, and he lights the Progetto. He sees him. He goes, I shoot you on a run. Ooh, yes. I I thought that was great. I thought that was great because it looked like he was going for cover. Let me just snap this at him while I'm going for cover, and then I'll figure it out after that, as opposed to just slamming on the brakes, taking a hit, aiming in, shooting, missing, or bouncing, and then boom, boom, done. So took the shot on the run, actually hit him, so good on him, and was able to, or would have been able to, do some kind of better follow-on maneuvering than just sitting out in the open. He takes that Progetto out for 7 kills, 3,366 damage, 2,691. So again, math in public, we are over 6,000 combined in our WZ 132 grind out the win. Thanks, Grillo. That was a fantastic replay. Congrats on the ace tanker. Nicely done. I didn't mention, but he is 2-marked in this tank, so he's having a good time. Oh, look at the sandbags flying through the air. Hold on. Woohoo! And oh, good. We weren't done with the maneuver. There we go. Big finish. Big finish. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I do appreciate it. I appreciate the support of the channel, as always. If you're looking for other ways to do so other than a good follow or such, which I do appreciate, you'll find those all down in the description. That's all I've got. Guido signing out. See ya.